had kind of a big realization yesterday while I was at work. I was bored, there was nothing to do, and so I was journaling on my computer. And then I came to the realization that I've changed. It finally hit me. I'm different than how I was. Recently has been very synchronistic for me. All day yesterday I had deja vu. I've been seeing signs everywhere. Like a couple days ago, we had a giant rainbow. And then as soon as I got home, got out of my car, a shooting star. And I never see those. I always like to see them. I mean, angel numbers, obviously, I see those all the time. And a worm and a beetle in my path. In a place where they shouldn't be. I was in the garage, and there was a worm just in the middle of my area. I had to move it outside. It does feel like life is getting more magical. And what I mean by that is it's starting to feel like the universe is co-creating with me, and it's not just me by myself. It's different now because prior it would be the other way around, where I would expect the universe to do everything and I would have to do less. And I feel like I found the perfect balance between the two. Back to my realization yesterday, it really hit me. And I think the reason why it feels so quiet and still this morning is because what happened last night. Let me give you a little rundown. So, I have a coworker that I worked with. We were in the same position, I guess. And we were basically set up to be promoted to a better paying position. Things happened unexpectedly months ago. I was pulled from the position. That coworker followed that path of the promotion and getting more money. And I asked them yesterday, like, how is it? I mean, we're still cool. But I asked them yesterday, like, are you making more money? Or how's the money now that you're in that position? And then they said that they've been making more than they've ever been. And instinctually, my reaction is like, good for them. Like, I feel happy for them. Like, that's really good. But there's a giant part of me. I feel like from an untrained eye, it would seem like envy. But at a deeper level, it was more, I was supposed to be there too. I know that sounds like envy, but I mean it in a way that I had a choice to go down the same path to be promoted and make more money. And I'm really just grieving that version of myself, that thought that that's what I was going to be doing. I feel like this is very complicated thing to explain, but I'm trying my best. There's so many different thoughts, concepts that are coming up. For example, part of me feels bad because, and I don't believe it, but it thinks that just because I didn't choose to stay, I didn't fight to stay, to be promoted and make more money. It's like the correlation's like, I didn't fight to make more money. But the bigger part of me understands that it's just not my path. I'm not meant to live a life where I have to fight to achieve more. And that's what I've been learning a lot. It is kind of vulnerable for me to state what I believe because I feel like from an outsider it just seems so delusional to think that like someone can make money from ease. But for me it's not even like I think I can do it. It's more like a deeper knowing. I know just deep to my core that that's the life that's meant for me and not the life that I have to struggle. That I have to hate my majority of my life to make the most. And so yesterday was a very, I don't know if monumental is too cringy. It was a very big moment in time for me because I consciously had to let go of the version of myself that believed that effort equates to value. That the harder I try, the more I struggle, the more I deserve. I no longer believe that to be true, but a big part of me that was raised to believe that. Sorry, I got too deep. What? Too deep in thought. I forgot where I was going. My brain just short-circuited. Basically what I was trying to say was it's tough to let go of the version of me that believed that effort equates to value because it's so familiar. It feels so safe. Enough about the old version of me. Let's talk about this new version of me, why I think that I am a different person now. I feel like a different person because I'm just in love with life, no matter what the circumstances are. No matter how I feel, if I think I'm in alignment or not, I enjoy the process. There's a good metaphor that I found yesterday saying how you can treat your emotions like you treat the weather. Wow. Treat your emotions like you treat the weather. When it rains, you just let it rain and let it pass. When the sun, oh my gosh, when the sun comes out, you can enjoy it. Or you can stay inside in your little cave. I feel like a changed person because I've developed a filter. A filter for circumstances to pass through, thoughts, feelings. And it basically helps me create just the right amount of distance to decipher what I want to do with those circumstances, thoughts, and feelings. And another big part is I feel like I've developed the right amount of compassion for myself, the right amount of patience for myself, so that I know that it's okay to feel the way that I feel. So that I can think and feel the way that I am currently and just not judge myself. But I can decipher if those thoughts and feelings are actually good for me. And so if they're not, then I allow myself to feel them, but I let them pass. I try not to hold on to them. Think back to my weather metaphor, or whoever made that up. If it's raining, I'm not going to fight to stop it. I'm not going to let it affect my mood. I'm just going to accept that it's part of my human. It's part of life. And let it pass. Lastly, I just wanted to reiterate how important nervous system is. I was thinking last night about how big of an impact your nervous system has on manifesting. It's harder for you to achieve things when your nervous system is, let me see if I remember the terms. Sympathetic. So you have sympathetic and you have parasympathetic. Sympathetic is more of like the survival mode, constant stress, looking for things to be cautious of, blah, blah, blah. Parasympathetic is creative mode, where you feel safe, calm, open. I was doing a little bit of research last night. It's harder for you to achieve more, receive more, when you're in a sympathetic, when your nervous system is, I don't know if sympathetic is a state or it's a thing. Maybe I need to do a little bit more research. But when you're in the state of survival mode, which is what I feel like everyone is trained to be in, majority of the time, it's harder for you to think. It's harder for you to be open. It's harder for the universe to give you the things that you actually want. Versus when you're in a more creative state. You're more calm. Your nervous system is regulated. You don't feel any tightness. Hands aren't cold. It's easier. Your signal is more clear. And so things happen easier for you. It's easier to think. It's easier to be non-judgmental of yourself, compassionate, patient. Old me would fight the sympathetic mode, the survival mode. One, because I thought that it was a waste of my time. And two, because I thought that the more I stayed in that state, the more I would attract bad. The more that I would be blocking things from me. But my mere resistance to that state caused problems. It didn't cause problems, but it blocked me even more. And it was very, what's the word? Word for doesn't have a purpose. Irrelevant? I don't know. It was literally a waste of my time. No, well, in retrospect, like I said in my last video, I had to go through that to get to this point. So, not wasting my time. So yeah, lately I've just been training my system, my mind, myself to regulate my nervous system and be more calm so that I can send a clearer signal to get the things that I want. And side note, it's not about getting things that you want. Everyone thinks it's about that, but I've said this probably a few times before. The soul is here for the journey and not the things that you want. There are things that are meant for you. Desires, lifestyles. But the journey is really what we're here for. Why? Because experience. Outside of the earth. Before incarnating on earth, soul only knows. And after incarnating, during the incarnation, it's its opportunity to experience what it feels like to feel these emotions, to strive for your goals and the things that you want to achieve in life. Little things like having a job where you get to stock cans on a shelf in a grocery store, or package and mail a letter to a random person. What am I saying? All these experience things, I feel like that's what our souls are here for. And yeah, now that I'm where I am now, being wise, I'm starting to get that, like understand that. And yeah, life is well, life, and I mean that in a good way. I'm doing it, and we're all doing it. I don't know, I feel like I can't really express fully how beautiful life is. And that's okay. I don't feel the need to. You'll find out for yourself.